Howdy, folks, and welcome back at it again. White Vans not included here for some more prospect look-ins. And we are down at AA today and AAA today to take on two of some of the better prospects we have. I think this year's prospect group, after the draft and recouping some guys off of trades, we have a deep farm system yet again. And I talked about the Troy Wood, Roger Cologne video that might be the best two prospects we have going at one time, and these guys are definitely going to rival them in that, and I would not be surprised if these guys are better than those guys. It definitely could happen. And first off, we're talking about Ken Yamazaki, our first round pick last season. He comes in number 25th in at Major League Baseball, number 5th in our system, and the number 13th starting pitcher in all of the league. He's 18 years old, straight out of Japan. He has high velo with his fastball touching 100, and it got up to 100 plus a couple of times in this game, and a slider that sits in the 90s. So this guy is big, he is young, he has a very live arm, he uses it very well. This is a steal in our case that we think we got at this stage of the draft, and he's going to be very, very good for us for a long time. But we'll get into that later. He throws 4 pitches, a fastball, curveball, a sinker, and a slider, so a very prototypical mix you see with guys nowadays. His fastball is his best pitch. Control is lower on most of his pitches. I mean, at 18 years old, he throws hard, he throws nastily, but where it's going is really the issue, right? So his fastball is definitely his best pitch, but the control on the other pitches are what we're going to try to be working on here with him in AA. He has very good strikeout numbers. He will strike you out, obviously, with that velocity. He's more overpowering, and he has some nasty stuff. If he can start locating it better, I think those K numbers, already good as is, will jump up to be even better. So that's scary for everyone else to hear. Awesome if you're a fan of the Rockies, like I am. A very good spot developing at just 18 years old. Beginning of the season was a little bit tough for him. He did have some tough numbers when he first started this year. Yeah, 18-year-olds in AA, that isn't normal. And he has settled in. He's developing right where we want. The things he wanted to improve, they look like they're improving. The things we knew he was good at look like that is true, and he's being good at that against AA competition. So we really love the spot he is in right now. Right now he's second in the league in shutouts, and that's really all he ranks leaderboard-wise. The ERA a little bit high due to that. A lot of those numbers a little bit high due to his first month or so struggle, but again, has really settled in. In this game, he was very dominant his first time through. He did get a few strikeouts and made just one mistake on a home run ball that we saw a little bit earlier. So again, that control, that command, something we were working on, missing in the zone, and sometimes just not being able to blow it by these guys. Sometimes these guys are just too good, and 100 is awesome, but 100 is not 100 for everybody. Also, a bunch of really good defensive plays in this game for Ken Yamazaki, and you see one right there. And really shout out our defense because they were making plays. You had William Kidd making diamond play. You saw this play by Estrada right here. It's really, really good. Seeing everybody else also, knowing that I'm down there, everyone else showing out. You love to see that. Timing up fastball second time through. Still not getting hit off of it, but just better contact. So again, like I was saying, you can't blow 100 by everybody. Sometimes, especially the second, third time too, blew it wide by him there. But you can't always win with just straight velocity. You have to mix it up, and they were starting to time him up. Still wasn't getting hit around, but it was better contact second time through. You can see that lack of command start to come through a little bit later in the start. And right there, his second home run he gave up, and just missing a spot, leaving it in the zone, letting someone get a good wood on it, and letting you throw it, hit it out. Like using that velocity against you, just barrel the ball, letting it travel, let it do what it has to do. His fastball is just too good for AA, though. Even though they were starting to time it up, like he was still dotting corners at 100, 101. He was still blowing it by. It's just a very, 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 very good pitch. and it is, it's we love him. Gave up a second home run late, which you saw, but then got mad and dominated the next batter. You love to see that from a guy. Overall, he had 8 innings, got the win, 7 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, both on the home runs, and 7 strikeouts. That pitch just showed you. That was his 102nd pitch, 100 miles per hour. MLB projections, rotation arm for a long time. Short term for him, multi-inning weapon very, very soon. And even though he's 18 years old, he could be coming to Colorado not too far from him. Shifting over to our fielding prospect of the video, it is Enrique Benitez. He is the piece we got in the trade from the Yankees for Yanquiel Fernandez. A lot of people we're worried about that trade, but don't be worried, folks. We got a good one. He's the number 8th overall prospect in MLB, our number 3, and the number 1 center fielder in all of the land. Will he be in center field? We'll talk about it. High contact bat, great plate skills, very similar batting profile to Troy Wood. A little bit less power, but as you see, he's still hitting the ball very, very well. Just bangs one opposite field right here. Absolute tank shot. And definitely showed a lot of good things in this time I was down there. High speed, which separates him from Wood, but also isn't a great fielder. And especially at center field, you want good fielding. He's definitely athletic enough to play in our center field. Is he good enough fielder to move off of a corner? Right now, no. But we're hoping that works. We're working very hard into his fielding, getting his instincts a little bit better. Just getting, the arm where it needs to be, both accuracy, bumping it up a bit. Just really doing all the other stuff other than being fast in center field. That's what we really want to see. Right now, he is 2nd in batting average, 8th in hits, 4th in runs, 2nd in stolen bases, 2nd in on base, 3rd in slugging, and 3rd in OPS in all or the whatever league, the California League or whatever league we're in. I'm not 100% sure. We don't spend too much time down here, other than when I'm down here in AAA. He has a real smooth contact, compact swing. You can tell why his numbers are so good. It's just quick, easy to the point, lets that bat speed generate a good amount of power. We saw a lot of pop from him today. We already see a couple of home runs he has hit. He just gets hits, and that's what he does. He's going to get paid a lot of money to get a lot of hits, and he showed it here. Absolutely mashed baseballs in Game 1. Had 2 home runs plus a single over 100 miles per hour. Really timing things up beautifully, really just laying into some pitches. And he's not very far from the major leagues, honestly. He probably should have been in the major leagues this year, but we just really liked where our team was. And obviously, Abe Montgomery is our 4th outfielder that's proven, and no one really was going to bump him off of that spot, at least right now. Other than an injury, Enrique Benitez would have been on the major league roster. He is that good right now. In game number 2, he just continued to mash baseballs. Had a triple plus a couple of singles. Saw the triple right there here at the end of the game. Worked count very well. Multiple 2-ball and 3-ball counts for Benitez. We really love those skills. Again, we're probably moving away from Steven Kwan at the end of the year, and we got 2 guys we think can fill in Steven Kwan's role beautifully in Benitez and Wood. Again, maybe the skill set a little redundant, but that's a good skill set to be redundant on. Contact guys who can just really bash baseballs. I don't think anyone's going to be complaining you have 2 of those guys on the team. I don't know about you. I won't. I wouldn't be. Showed off good base running in Game 3. You see it right there. Taking an extra step off with the pitch, getting from 1st to 3rd on a single. Overall, he went 7 for 14 with 2 home runs, 1 triple, 3 runs, 5 RBI, a caught stealing, and a strikeout. Again, just probably the best hitting performance I've seen in the minor league since I've been going on these trips. Long-time center field, if fielding can improve, potentially a corner, maybe a left fielder. That's his long-term MLB projection for us. But we really like him, and we like both of these guys. Who do you like more? Is it Ken Yamazaki? Is it the trade acquisition and Enrique Benitez? You let us know who you think is going to be a more key player on the roster, and we'll see you next time. More Rockies soon on the way.